Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The surge in his free throw percentage this month is noticeable. He's looked a lot more comfortable at the line. Part of his job now should be attacking the D, going head on, drawing fouls, and trying to ride this hot streak.
And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And now the Lakers starting group. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Davis.
Here we go.
Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's LeBron James. And it's Dort in at the 2. And for the Bucks, Antetokounmpo out there with Gorgui Dieng. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Now here's Dieng. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. James against Oladipo. James in the post. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
It's so difficult to stop him. Even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him or talk to him, none of it works.
Passes it to Oladipo. In the corner, it's Dieng. And the 3 ball is good. Dieng's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
James kicks to Bridges. James looking it over. To the paint. Here's Davis. That one misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
Now, here's Oladipo, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Here's Dieng, and James pulls it down.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
To the left side wing. Harrell kicks to Bridges. With the drive. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And Dieng gets it to go. He has 7. And here are the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. LeBron kicks to Harrell. Over Dieng. Harrell, that's good.
Well, the D can't let Montrezl Harrell get that close to the rim. He's going to do significant damage.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Dieng. Here's Snell. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dort passes to LeBron. This one for 3. No good on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Snell finds Giannis. Oladipo against James. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Holiday. Averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now here's James. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Oladipo outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night. That's good from Oladipo. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point, you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now. The 2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the 2nd overall pick. And he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact. Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Oladipo goes in, and Lee with the stuff.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Here's Caruso. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That one is off. Leonard, he's checked in for the Bucks. Satoransky comes in for Victor Oladipo. And the Lakers also making a change. McGee's checked in. Now, here's Satoransky. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Feeds it to Howard. And it's the Bucks on the break. Launches the 3, hits the 3-point bomb.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that 3-point line.
Now here is McGee to the left wing. Here's Dort. A second chance effort. Howard, the pass to McGee. Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Howard. Tries yet again. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Satoransky looking around. Outside Leonard. Here's Norrell, guarded by Kuzma. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Dort. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive. The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Caruso. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's Kuzma. Howard setting the pick for Kuzma. From past the arc. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had this to say.
I know if I put the work in, maybe 10 years from now I can be the same sentence. But I got to put the work in, and whenever I face him, I got to show up. I cannot be taking day off against him.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Lakers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
Satoranski there with Holiday. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Gorgie Dan. And it's Snell in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
With a burst of speed, LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams, and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Offensive rebound. Harrell, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 2.
That's what Harrell does. He's in there mixing it up, and he goes right back up for a shot.
And Holiday kicks to Zhang. The pass to Satoranski. Count it. Good. Satoranski's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
James, the pass to Caruso. Offensive rebound. Satoranski against James. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. That's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Three-pointers, Snell, and Davis pulls it down. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
Take a break. And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Bucks. And they double up James. Pass to Bridges. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Milwaukee making a switch here. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, and Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lee's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. JaVale McGee's checked in for Harrell. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oladipo for three. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Always fun to watch Anthony Davis rise up for dunks like that. Awesome anticipation from him.
Milwaukee has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Latrey, Moran, that's good. Mora's got his first 3 points of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's LeBron.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Jay. And it's Ilyasova in for Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Leonard for three. A rebound by the Lakers. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And that one is good.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Oladipo against LeBron, and the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here's Oladipo. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nora. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. James with it. He's got 12. Driving to the basket. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. They trail by 3. And Oladipo kicks to Ilyasova. Pass to Nora. Fires the 3. Rebounded by McGee. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Iguodala is checked in for the Lakers. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The Lakers, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively. Always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Here's Dort, covered by Lee. Lee against Iguodala. And it's good, 2 points. Iguodala's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, we've seen this so much throughout Andre Iguodala's career. Just a gamer who refuses to let the defense get to him.
Now, here's Oladipo. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Nora can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 5. It's stolen by Oladipo. Up and in on the layup.
becoming much more sure-handed as a ball handler. Oladipo showing the moves there.
Iguodala with it. He's picked up by Lee. Iguodala, the pass to Dort. Tries again. Howard misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Oladipo outside. 6 on the shot clock.
Oladipo, a good free throw shooter, so well served to seek out contact and get to the line.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's good from Oladipo. Milwaukee making a switch here. Oladipo hits them both. Five seconds left in the first half. And here's Iguodala outside. And it's in! Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater!
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks, we're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Well, I have to point to their efficiency on the offensive end as the key for them. The way they've been moving the ball and finding the open man, that's been super impressive. They don't need to change a thing, Ernie. At this point, just keep playing smart basketball.
And Shaq, what do you think about Milwaukee?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, you can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points. I don't know how many points. A lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Davis is out there with Bridges. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Dort in at the 2-guard spot. Boy, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the 3 by Milwaukee. James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Once James takes off towards the basket, the defense really has no chance to react and or stop him. What determination from the King there.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. 90 seconds now into the second half. Shot clock at 5. For the tie. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks it to Bridges. Fires the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Jang dishes to Oladipo. Here's the screen. Over LeBron. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Oladipo.
Oladipo executed that pick and roll well. Remarkable at scoring whenever he gets room to shoot off the screen.
The drive by James. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Oftentimes when the stakes are raised, you go to your favorite move. We know he's very comfortable around the rim.
Back to Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Damian Lee, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now here's Davis. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Is Davis competing in the All-Star Slam Dunk contest? I give him a 48.
Bucks trail by 6. Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. Jang, the pass to Lee. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Holiday has it in the corner. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Lakers leading by 3. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And here's Holiday after Miles Bridges getting his shot to go from deep. Holiday against Harrell, and that one drops for him. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, right now, Drew Holiday has the defense in the sandbox, just toying with him.
James, and James throws it down.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did, up high and down hard on the windmill flush. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And James throws it down.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Howard comes in for Montrezl Harrell, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Bridges. Pass to Satoransky. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your...
That was huge! Incredible. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Bucks trail by 9. Lee outside. There's the pass to Nora. Antetokounmpo up top. He's guarded by Davis. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
That's a good example of the scoring mentality that Ilyasova has. When the ball comes to him, the first thing he checks is if he can get a shot up.
Now here's James. 27 points for him. Davis setting the pick for LeBron. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Satoransky. He's got 5. Here's Nora. Lee outside. And it's sent back by Howard. They get it back. Ilyasova can't hit.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's James, and the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Yes, that goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Satoransky. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Into the lane, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Yeah, Ilyasova will sneak up on you sometimes and throw him down like that.
James kicks to Caruso. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
About 3 seconds between shot and game play. And LeBron throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Bucks trail by 6. Now Satoransky. Ilyasova up top. Over LeBron.
LeBron in great defensive position that time. Exceptional at using his wingspan to throw off the shooter.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Holiday out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Gorgie Deng. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Snell in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Poked away. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Caruso. Goes back up.
And that's number 4. Definitely something you keep track of as we move forward.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
Chang with a clean look. And it's off from 3-point range. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Bridges. And the rejection by Giannis. Snell, the pass to Oladipo. Bridges with the steal. Caruso kicks to Bridges. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 8.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here is Holiday. Rebound by Harrell. Now here's Bridges. Defense is right there. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. There's the lob into the Kumbo. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Got a piece of it. Fast break, Milwaukee. Oladipo's running. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, yeah, and if you didn't think Oladipo could fill the lane in transition, he answered your questions there.
Here he goes. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. From outside, off the mark. Lakers leading by 6. It's stolen by Oladipo. Giannis kicks to Holiday. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Los Angeles calls timeout. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Now here is McGee. And the Lakers with another turnover here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Here's Caruso. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. With the drive, it's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
So Oladipo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. In the corner, Snell with it. Back to Oladipo. Jang dishes to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Los Angeles leading by 7. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Here's Bridges. Rebound collected by Snell.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Cans it from downtown. Snell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Here's Caruso. Now, here's Bridges. There's the dish to Harrell. Passes to Caruso. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Dort. Guarded by Oladipo.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his third assist on the night. let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Now here's LeBron. The feed to Harold. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Harold in there clashing with some aggressive defense, and he gets physical right back.
And both free throws good for Harold.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Lakers leading by 3. James with it, now defended by Oladipo. James kicks to Bridges. And again, the Lakers, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball. Nice, that one.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Antetokounmpo following the bucket by the Lakers. To the middle, here's Holiday, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player putting an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Jang finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Jang. Here's Snell to take the lead. Milwaukee, no good that time either. 46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's LeBron. Yes!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Three-pointer, Snell, it's good! A tremendous three to tie it up.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc. The
pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's James, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
With a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Here's James, and that's an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
And it's the all-around game of LeBron James. Dominant scorer, great rebounder, incredible passer, and an intense defender when he wants to be.
Here's Milwaukee now. A 2-point game. And here's Giannis. Pass to Snell. He kicks it to Jang to take the lead. Misses the 3. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, a close game tonight, but your team found a way, so what does that show you?
Well, I mean, you just got to stay even keel. You know, I told the guys no matter what goes on in the game, it's going to be ups and downs, it's going to be runs by both teams. Just stay even keel, play the game the right way, play aggressive defensively, play aggressive offensively, share the ball, and let the game guys take care of the rest.
The game gods seem to favor you, though. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.